Well, hi there, guys. It is Dell Tutorials, and we're back here again today. If you remember yesterday's video, not yesterday, sorry, last video, I showed my trigger. Here it is again. It's a great working trigger. That's my full-size spear there. It's going to be an 80cm total wooden gun. And here's my Tasmanian oak, which is what I'm going to be using. And it's really nice. It's almost looking like teak in some bits of it. It's not 18mm, I think, or 19mm thick. Just measure that for you. Okay, yeah, it's 18mm thick. This is going to be my main material for the body of my gun. And also my handle. My spear shaft is just some mild steel shafting. And my trigger is my homemade trigger. So guys, the first thing I'm doing is marking out where the trigger pocket should be. And also the length of the gun in comparison to the spear. And now I'm cutting it to the length. And now I'm marking the location on both sides for the trigger pocket evenly to make sure that they are identical. And I'm also marking the sides of it. This is important to keep your cutting accurate. And make sure you're using a square to mark it all up square and parallel to each other. And compare them both to make sure they're all exactly the same. Now I'm cutting it with a handsaw to make sure this is pretty much the same procedure as before. And now I move over to the drill press with a end mill bit to use as like a mill. Now I use a set of nice sharp chisels to clean the fit up to make sure it fits very snug and not too loose and not too tight. So guys, the first step of gluing up our spear gun barrel is putting some glue. I'm using some Type 1 2 here. Now we've got all the glue, we're spreading it out with like a sponge brush to get even coverage, that way we get a good bond between both of the layers and we don't delaminate. Now we can use wood glue in this particular case because we are going to seal the gun with polyurethane, but if you weren't, I would use an epoxy glue if you were choosing not to seal the gun and just putting oil on it. So guys, now we lower the piece into the other section of timber, squeeze it all together. I do have some locating pins for the trigger. Now we're clamping it all together. Now we're marking out a handle section, one that's a bit over the length of my hand, and then some size for a tenon to slip in. I ended up going with 1200 altogether length and a 200mm tenon. Sorry guys, a 20mm tenon. Now I'm cutting it out with a handsaw, and then I'm using a different glue in this case, but I'm also getting even coverage still, and then I'm going to clamp it up in the vise. So guys, that's it for part 1 of the spear gun build. Thanks and bye bye. Make sure to subscribe.